G'day, and welcome to my review of Jethro Tull's 1971 album, Aqualung. I'm going through my record collection to determine whether a record stays in the collection or gets put in the bin. Aqualung was their fourth studio album released, with many critics calling it a concept album. While there are songs with a similar lyrical theme, the album itself is just a bunch of songs, according to songwriter Ian Anderson. Now, let's have a look at my copy specifically. My LP is a 1973 US Pitman pressing. Pitman in New Jersey was where the pressing plant for Columbia Records was for this particular album. The jacket is made from very good quality cardstock. It almost feels like a Japanese pressing. There's only a tiny amount of ring wear on the back of the gatefold, otherwise the jacket is in fantastic condition. The vinyl itself visually looks to be in very decent condition. There are surface scratches here and there, but the record is flat and doesn't have any visual defects. The album contains such bangers including the title track, Locomotive Breath, and Wind Up. In between these bigger rock songs are shorter acoustic tracks, with my favourite of them being Wondering Aloud. The track has absolutely beautiful guitar parts and is a fantastic palate cleanser between the hard rockers. Unfortunately, this is where I run out of good things to say about this LP. I can summarise it in one sentence. It sounds like hot garbage. I did my standard cleaning with some record spray and wiped it down before playing it. As soon as I put the needle onto the record, the surface noise drowned out the beginning riffs of the title track. It was very noisy and very crackly, so I decided to take it off the player again and re-clean it with the brush and even more vinyl record cleaning solution. While this did improve it a little bit, it then revealed an even bigger problem. The album is so bloody muffled and distant, it feels like there's a massive doona in front of the speakers. The further into side 1 I got, the muffliness did improve, but then the crackling became even more obvious, especially during the quieter acoustic tracks. I soldiered on to side 2, and it is god awful. Pardon the pun. It sounds even more muffled than side 1 somehow. It was so bad that I turned it off and had to check with my CD copy, just to make sure I wasn't going crazy. Here is some audio of me switching between the CD and the LP versions. If there's silence here in this section, then that means it's being copyright claimed, but we'll see how we go. So hopefully, without it being copyright claimed, you can hear how terrible the LP sounds, even on the P3. It seems even the P3 couldn't save this really terrible pressing. But a side effect of reviewing this LP is realizing how great my CD copy sounds. It's just a random CD from a 5-album set that I got for literally 20 Australian dollars. Which means that this CD is effectively $4. Unbelievable value. This 5-album set was my introduction to Jethro Tull after getting into Thick as a Brick. To conclude, Aqualung is a great album, but got done dirty by this awful pressing. I've chatted to mates about this album, and apparently the Steven Wilson remix presses are fantastic. They are new presses and are very readily available for a decent price. However, this pressing definitely 100% gets put in the bin. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. See you again soon.